Step 7. Plastic surgery. Finally, we're here. I had a lot of comments, a lot of questions about plastic surgery. Well, I am going to tell you all of the surgeries I have done to my tiny little body. Not so tiny, but I'm going to start from the top of my head and I'm going to work my way down all the way to my tiny little toes. We are going to start where? Lowering the hairline. This can be done by moving the skin down or with a hair transplant. Pain level on this is about a 7. Why do we do this for? We do this because we want to close out any baldness, any hair receiving lines. We want to make it more round, more oval right here on the forehead. This could cost up to $20,000 depending on how much they have to cut or they have to transfer. Next, facial demonization. This is actually sold as a package. And this package includes forehead contouring. What they do, they're going to open your forehead. They're going to grab the bone of your forehead. They're going to cut. They're going to sand. They're going to reshape. And they're going to put it back on. Why do we do this? Because the male forehead is usually flat and square. We don't want flat and square. We want round and oval. Round and oval. Pain level on this is about a 9. Anytime you are going to touch any bone, it's going to be very, very painful, regardless of which part of the body. Next, we have eyelid surgery. This is just to give you a little bit more of a cat eye. You see this? Pain level on this is about a 6. Cheek implants, cheek augmentations. These could be done with fillers, injections from the outside, or implants from the inside of your mouth. Pain level on this is about a 7. Nose reshaping, rhinoplasty. This is just to give you a smaller nose. You know, different angles, cuter nose, tiny little nose. Pain level on this is about a 9. They're going to break your nose. Lip augmentation. This can be done with fillers or implants. Pain level on this, if it's done with fillers, it's around a 4. If it's done with implant, it's about a 7. Got it? Good. Let's continue. Good. Let's continue. Jaw reduction. Male jaws are typically large and square. Once again, we don't want square. We want oval and round. So just like the forehead, they're going to open up, they're going to cut, they're going to sand, they're going to reshape, they're going to close. And then you're going to end it up with a very oval, round jaw. Pain level on this, about a 9. Chin implant or chin reduction, depending on how your chin is. Same thing, they're just gonna open up, they're gonna cut, sand, reshape, or they're gonna put an implant to give you more of that V-neck. You see? We want this. We don't want this square, not square here, not square here, no square, no square, no square, not round and oval. Pain level on this is a 9 if they have to touch the bone. If it's an implant, around a 6. Atom sample removal. They're actually just going to sand it out, or they're going to cut it depending on how big your atom sample is. Pain level on this, if they touch any of your bone, is probably going to be a 9. Now that concludes your facial feminization. This could cost up to $26,000. And this is what I tell people. You don't have to have everything. Look at your body, look at your face, and you might have to only have 1 or 2 surgeries. What works for you might not work for me. What works for me might not work for you. We just have to understand our own bodies. Okay, let's continue. CTA, voice feminization. They are going to cut and they're going to adjust our vocal cords so that we can have a higher pitch. They're going to stretch and cut some of the vocal cords. Pain level on this is about a 7. And you're not going to be able to talk for a whole month. A lot of texting, a lot of notes, all over the house. I need this, I need that. You're not going to be able to talk. Let's continue. Breast implants. Pretty obvious, right? We just want bigger breasts. What I always recommend is always start with an HRT, hormone replacement therapy, first, so that you can have at least a B cup. Why this is so important? Because when the doctor is going to put the implant in your body, we need to have a pocket for the implant. If there's no pocket, your breasts are going to look terrible. They're going to be hard. They're not going to be able to breathe. Your nipples are going to be pointing in every direction available because the implant is going to find that room, and usually that room is going to be right here. So they're going to go to the sides and they're going to look terrible. They're going to be hard as a rock and nipples like this. So before we get any implants, you have to have a pocket so that breasts can see nicely and look pretty. I also recommend to get silicone implants because if they rupture, it's not going to damage your body at all. They're just going to remove the implant, and as simple as that. Hip augmentation. Hip augmentation. This can be done by fat transplant. They're just going to liposuction your stomach, your arms, your legs, your back, your neck. And they're going to clean out the fat cells and they're going to inject them in the areas where you want more volume. Now, there is not a hip implant available yet. So, if you don't want to do fat transplant, what a lot of trans do is they do silicone injections. This is illegal in America. And do I recommend you to do this? Absolutely not. Silicone injections are very dangerous. I know a lot of people who have died because of this. And I have a lot of friends who are struggling because they have silicone injections in their bodies. So I do not recommend. It's not worth it. Your life is priceless. Don't do it. Pain level on this is about a 9 because of the liposuction procedure. Buttocks implants or buttocks augmentation. These can be done also with a fat transplant or with butt implants. Now, if you do any of the fat transplant, you have to understand that 70% of your fat cells will survive. The rest are going to die. So keep that in mind. Pain level around 9. And you're not allowed to sit or to lay on your back for at least a month. Castration, which means cutting your testicles. A lot of people do this because they produce too much testosterone, and your testosterone blockers are not working as well. So they just have your testicles removed. Now, if you're going to have an SRS, sex reassignment surgery, I do not recommend to remove them before. Have the doctor do this for you, because the more skin the doctor has to play around, the better it is. Pain level on this is about a 9. And finally, we have the SRS, sex reassignment surgery, which means they basically grab your penis and make a vagina. Back in the 80s and the 90s was pretty brutal. They just kind of cut it and left you with a hole. And now, thanks to medicine and techniques, they actually do a really good job. They make you a beautiful vagina with inner lips, outer lips, clitoris, everything as any other vagina. The only difference is mine doesn't bleed. Pretty simple, right? After you have your SRS for a whole year, you have to have a different size of dildos to open up the canal. If you have a boyfriend, then maybe you don't need the dildos. Those are all of the surgeries. There's more surgeries that I can even think of, but I feel like those are the most important ones when you want to transition from male to female. Got it? Good. Now, remember, body hair, no good. We can always use laser or we can use electrolysis, but no body hair. In conclusion, plastic surgery is a great way to change or to improve your body. Now, do not get plastic surgery to improve your self-esteem, because plastic surgery does not change your inner beauty. And remember, having any medical procedure, it is not a walk in the park. Things can go wrong very quickly, like infections, implants rejections, pain, discomfort, depression, and even death. So have that in mind when you want to have any medical procedure. When I go under the knife, when I go and have general anesthesia, I talk to my lawyer, I talk to my parents, I talk to my friends, I talk to my loved ones and I tell them how much I love them because I do not know if I am going to wake up. So keep that in mind. And remember, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You're beautiful the way you are. But if we can improve it, why not? See? That wasn't that bad. I was kind of nervous to tell you all of the surgeries I have done to my tiny little body. Well, that's so tiny. Are we ready for a fashion show? Before we do our fashion show, I need you to subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments or any questions, please ask away. On today's fashion show, we are going to dress accurately to an outing to the beach. You got it. Swimsuit. Are we ready for a fashion show? Let's do it, bitches.